Happy New Year.
Oh yes, Happy New Year.
Seems a long time since it was Christmas, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does a bit. No
Ages
mind.
ago, in fact.
We're back.
Anyway.
We've been away for a little while. We actually went to have a bit of a holiday up in Bonnie, Scotland, didn't we?
We did, in the borders.
Yeah, we went to stay, get this, we went to stay at the head gardener's cottage at Floors Castle.
That was about right, wasn't it?
Yeah, owned by the Duke and Duchess of Roxburgh, no less. A bit ironic, really, because we know nothing about gardening whatsoever. I was staying in the head gardener's cottage. But the funny bit was, when I ordered my shopping from Sainsbury's, I gave them the postcode, didn't turn up at the head gardener's cottage. Oh no, it went right to the castle door. And being as the order was mainly full of gin and pizza, I wanted it back.
However, I think we can well assume that it wasn't the Duchess who answered the front door. Would have been a faithful retainer answering the front door, I think, wasn't it? Anyway, we had a nice time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did have a lovely time. We had a lovely time coming back as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
He didn't know I was going to split on him.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, we've got an electric car at the moment. It's very new to us. But said electric car needs electricity, wouldn't you think, to make it go?
Just as a petrol car needs petrol.
So don't you think
they're getting the drift, Ruth?
It would be a good idea to charge up the car before we try to go anywhere.
Oh dear.
Yes. So what was a 3-hour journey turned into a 6-hour journey.
While we searched manically around for electricity charging points, of which there are many, but not that many. Ones that were free or working, of which there are many, but not many. And then you have to sit there and wait. It's not like going to the petrol station where you just sort of put the 10 gallons in and off you go.
Nope.
You have to sit there for 3/4 of an hour, don't you?
You do.
Yeah.
And then half an hour later, sit there for another 3/4 of an hour when husband says, I underestimated how much it would take to get us home.
Which I did. Anyway,
As a result of that, you're getting the booby prize today. Wait a minute.
Oh, the booby prize.
Yeah.
What is the booby prize?
Well, it's National Popcorn Day.
Hooray!
Guess who's getting which one?
Thank you.
yours.
Thank you.
Oh, Popcorn Day.
By the way, I'm very keen on popcorn.
Yeah, not as keen as I am.
No. What I'm not keen on, by the way, with popcorn is, when you go to the pictures and the person in the row or in front or row behind gets a big pot of popcorn.
Yeah.
Then spends the whole of the experience scratching around.
I'm opening mine in a minute.
I'm not in favour of that.
Should we say hello to everybody?
Oh yes.
Is it
why
this
not?
one?
It is that. Could be
I've
that
forgotten
one.
which button
We
it
could
is
try that
these
one.
days.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
I must have moved it.
Oh, heck.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, we're back.
both on that one.
So who have we got today?
All right.
Oh, Maureen.
Oh, hang on.
Hello, Maureen.
Let me go.
Yeah.
I'll go up to the top.
Back to the
It's all
beginning.
been moving while we've been talking.
Sandy. Hi,
Sandy.
Sandy. Hi, Maureen.
Oh,
yeah, it is lovely to be back. Hello, Iris.
Oh, yeah, Happy New Year
Happy
to
New
you.
Year.
Hi,
Hi, Diana.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Yeah,
Very
gin,
nice.
gin and pizza we were putting on the style. Good afternoon, Roz and Howard. And
yeah.
Karen. Hi, Karen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love the little thing that you posted on Facebook.
About the hamster.
Yeah.
With the,
Yeah,
it was a hamster, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. Is that a mouse or a hamster?
I thought it was a hamster myself.
Oh.
Karen can clear that up for
They
us.
have big fat pouches,
Yeah,
don't they?
exactly.
Mind you, after Christmas, we've both got big fat pouches.
I've been doing my best hamster impersonation, haven't I, since Christmas?
Yeah, or seal
yeah.
pup, as you used to call it.
Oh, yeah. And Sheila's there as well.
Oh, hi. Hi, Sheila. Oh, it's nice to know you're there.
Yeah.
What about the pop? Yeah.
No, I don't. Well, I don't so much mind the popcorn. What really gets me is when people get the old nachos out. You got this great whiff of hot food.
Sweaty socks.
It's not right, is it?
No, it's not
it isn't
right.
right. Which is probably why we don't go to the pictures much. That's
No,
not the
that
reason.
is
No,
no.
that's not the reason we're not going to the pictures at the moment.
No.
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 But anyway, yeah. I'm always watchful for
We
those
haven't been
people with the
to-
hot snacks.
No, we haven't been to the pictures for a very long time.
No, we haven't. No. We
Hi,
really haven't.
Anne.
It's a rat. That wasn't a rat. I thought it was a hamster. Was it a rat? Perhaps it was a
I
rat.
don't know, only...
I mean, Darren's done that in capital letters, so perhaps... Does that mean it really is a rat? I don't know.
I want to be the one that plays the trumpet.
Yeah, I like that one. And Anne, over in Liverpool. Oh, I bet you're glad you tuned in today, Anne,
Oh,
because
yes.
we're doing a Liverpool
We
song a bit
are.
later on, aren't we?
Anyway, should we start?
Yeah, so the first song we're doing today is Sailing,
Yeah.
which is... what number is it on the
Well,
book?
it is
I haven't
in-
got a little button for that today.
Oh, you
I've
bad
been,
boy.
I've been messing about with my buttons, everybody, and I haven't got a button to tell you what
Hang
song
on.
it is.
Oh, it's number 4.
Oh, it was number 4 in the
Number
book.
4
If
in
you've
the
got a
book.
book, it's number 4
Yeah.
in the book. Yeah, okay.
So,
right.
are we
so
ready?
Sailing, we're
hang
sort
on,
of ready.
let me just move the order of service and then we'll be
Sort
off.
of ready. Yeah, we've got some pictures going on in the background.
We're a bit rusty with the old buttons, I'm afraid, everybody.
Oh, we are, aren't we? We are.
Shall
we go? It's kick off then. Off we go.
No.
Cast off.
Bring up the anchor. That's the one. Yeah.
Is that bring up the anchor? Sounds like you're vomiting. Bring up the anchor. Well, don't swallow the anchor.
Haul the anchor. Anchors away.
Anchors away.
One.
That's it.
That's the one.
Anchors away. Sailor's hornpipe. Anchors away. Off we go.
Now then.
Yes.
That was, we really wanted to sing that one because that was a favourite song of Mavis, who was featured in that last picture there, sitting next to Maureen at one of our big sings. And Mavis was one of our big supporters right from the beginning, wasn't she? And sadly, Mavis passed away a couple of weeks ago. We were really sorry to hear that. She was an amazing lady. I mean, I think she was 95 or 96, and she was still on Facebook, and she always joined us for our Zoom sing-alongs.
She did.
And we absolutely adored her. So this was her favourite song. When we did a little project a couple of years ago called Treasured, she said this was her favourite song. Now, we're not big Rod Stewart fans, are we? So
No.
we had to force ourselves to learn how to play this one. And you did well there.
Oh.
But yeah, this was Mavis's favourite song, so that was a little tribute to Mavis.
Yeah. So we're going to miss Mavis.
We
anyway.
are. Yeah,
Okay.
we will.
Right. Okay.
Right. Back
So
with the order of service. Let's see where we're
you're
up
going
to.
on to that one now.
Yeah.
Right in front of you now. There. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now then, so this next few weeks, we thought we'd do a little thing about friendship, because friends are really important, especially when everything's so difficult and tough at the moment with COVID and isolation and being apart from one another. So we thought we'd have a little theme on friendship. So I've got my camera woman now.
Okay. Sorry.
Right, I'm off.
I'm just catching up with some more comments.
All right, well, I'll come back to them in a minute. Hang on.
Hang on. I've got to. Just a sec. Un momento, por favor, etc.
Oops.
Come on. Just a minute. I'm having button trouble. Here we go.
Are we off?
There.
That's it.
Hang on. Just a minute. That's it.
Right.
Is that
So
better?
this is my friendship wall. I'm sorry if it's a little bit not very level. I'll get the spirit level out next week, but I wanted you to look at this. A good friend is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently that's an Irish proverb, so I really like that. So
It
I
is,
thought we
isn't
could
it?
stick that one up there.
Yeah.
Of course, I've got my little not parrot,
Puffins?
puffin friends. Did we ever find out what a collection of puffins was?
No, we didn't. No, I meant to look it up.
It's not a...
If anybody fancies Googling that, what's a collection of puffins
Not a
called?
swarm, is it?
Might be a school of puffins or something.
No, that's fish.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
A swarm?
if you've got any
Swarm of
favourite
puffins.
sayings about friendship, or I've done with that now.
We've done that. Go back to that one
If
then.
you've got any
Okay.
favourite friendship stories that you'd like to tell us, that would be fabulous. We've got a picture of a group of friends, haven't we?
We have, yeah. Actually, where is it? It's here. That one. Where are they?
Maureen and her lovely choir friends she got together with over Christmas. I don't know how long she's known them for, but I'm thinking
I think a long time
been
more.
quite
than
a long time.
Yeah.
She's always been involved in singing and choirs and so forth.
Yeah. Now then, I've got to take
Oh
you back
dear. Go
to
back
our
to the-
comments because.
What we're doing.
Yeah, lovely, because apparently my sound
Well,
wasn't very good.
Oh.
Keyboard overload on song. Oh, yeah, maybe it was a keyboard that was a bit too loud. Oh, sorry
dear.
about that.
Sorry, did I deafen
Not
you
to
all?
worry.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry about
it's probably
that
a good
one.
thing that you couldn't hear me, to be honest. I think, count yourselves lucky.
I decided I couldn't sing and play at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh dear. He's just
Diana.
forgotten the words.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's true.
I did sing the wrong words at the beginning, actually.
did.
So it's a good job you didn't hear.
And Sandy says she can't hear Neil over her own squawking.
I don't
Well,
believe
I'm-
that, Sandy.
No, and I'm really glad
do
to hear
not.
you singing along.
I'm going
Oh.
to turn the piano down a little bit.
Oh, you're turning me down?
I'm turning you
I'm
down.
not sure I can allow that.
Right, I've just turned Ruth's piano down a bit. Yeah, it might have been
Anyway.
you were playing with such gusto.
Probably, I
probably what
was.
it
I was
was.
getting a bit carried away there with the old Rod Stewart tribute.
Oh,
Yes, we will miss Mavis. She was a lovely, happy friend for
yeah,
many
she
of.
really was,
She was
yeah.
gorgeous. She
Yeah.
was, did you know?
Oh. Oh, now then, Maureen says they've known those singing friends for over 20 years.
Ooh.
So there we go.
Now then, that's nothing. 20 years.
Sorry, I've
What?
got to stop
What?
because Iris has come up with a colony of puffins
Or
or a raft of puffins.
Colony. That
Colony of
sounds
puffins.
good. Well, I've got my own colony going on over
yeah,
there.
that's our own little puffin. Oh, hang on, you need to be going over there. Oh, this is our puffin colony. And if we need it, it'll be a raft of puffins. Should we start drowning? Anyway, I'm going back to that.
Anyway, I'm going back
Anyway,
to
yeah.
saying what I was
Right,
saying
got
before,
you.
and that is Maureen. 20 years, nothing. You want to listen to this one. Ruth, our friend in Kirby Moorside, and Kathy, who lives in Bishop Auckland, they have been friends since they were both at the same secretarial college when they were aged 16. And now they're so many years old. And all I can say is it's a friendship that's probably over 60 years old.
Yeah.
And that Kathy was a bridesmaid at Ruth's wedding. And they're still friends. They still FaceTime. They still Zoom one another and stay in contact. So that is amazing. I'm hoping she'll tell us a bit more about it. And another one that Iris told us excuse me. Let me just get my bit of paper.
I'll
So
have a slurp while
Iris.
you're doing that. While you disappeared to
I
get that,
said,
Ruth.
so give us an example of a long-lasting friendship. And she said if she were to tell us about hers, it would be her Sunday school teacher from the age of 5. Well, that's amazing. She still writes to her, exchanges cards, and she's on committees and trusts with her husband at the Queen Vic Seamen's Mission in Poplar. And she's a lovely, quiet lady of strong faith who sings with the Docklands Singers. Oh, isn't that wonderful?
A lovely story. Thank you,
Yeah.
Iris, for sharing that.
Yeah, wonderful. So if you've got any stories of long-standing friendships, we'd love to hear about them.
Yeah, we really would, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Now then, on the back on my camera.
Back on the camera.
Playing
Right,
camera
hang on.
woman again.
Stand by your beds.
I haven't had a gulp of tea or anything.
Hey, right, here we go.
I'm going to have
Back
to have
again.
a gulp.
Are you ready?
Right.
Well, hang on. It keeps putting this. Oh, that's it. Stop it. Stop it. That's it.
So then, here are some titles on the back wall here, where we've taken all our Christmas decorations down and repainted where all the blue tack was. So I'm just wondering, have you got your bell ready, Neil?
Oh, yeah, I have, yeah.
Can you tell us who sang or wrote With a Little Help from My Friends?
Right, we're ready. I'm waiting for the first
It's an
answer
easy
to come
peasy one, this one.
up. Is it an easy one?
Yeah, come on.
Are you going back to the camera
Stand
now?
by your keyboard and tell us who sang or who wrote With a Little Help from My Friends. Who's going to be first?
I don't know.
Anybody out there?
Yeah, no, we'll get that in a minute. The old stream thing is playing up a little bit today. I don't know why.
Well, and while you're thinking about that one,
Yeah, not that one.
can you tell us who wrote You've Got a... Oh, no.
No, not that one.
Not that one.
Yee.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, which one
Where
was
is it?
it?
Which one is it, Ruth?
Well, where's it gone?
That one. It's that one there.
You've got a friend.
I'm pointing.
I'm not a
it.
very good camera woman.
Joe Cocker. Oh, now then, that's interesting. Well, Joe Cocker performed it, Diana, but he didn't
go
write
back?
it. Joe Cocker performed it, but he didn't write it. The Beatles. It was the Beatles.
Yay!
Ding, ding.
Ting, ting.
Yay. Well done, Diana. There's no prize. That's it. It's
You can have a piece of my popcorn.
Yeah. we'll be cracking open the popcorn in a minute. What was the other one you showed?
You've Got a Friend.
You've Got a Friend. Who wrote that one then?
Who wrote that?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't you got some pictures?
Oh, yes, I have. The Beatles. Where are we? Yeah, so Little Help from My Friends. Of course, that was the Beatles.
Yeah.
The Lads, as we say.
And
was the
who
Beatles.
wrote You've Got a Friend?
Who wrote You've Got a Friend? Come on. You've Got a Friend? I bet you know who sang it. I'll tell you who sang it, shall I?
No,
I
don't give
won't
anything
say.
away.
Okay. Oh, Sandy. Ding-a-ling. It was Carole King, wasn't it? Of course it was Carole King. And there's
Yay.
Carole, leaning up against a wall,
Oh,
tidily.
When you start thinking about it, there's quite a lot of songs about friends.
There are,
so
aren't there?
obviously friendship's really important, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, to all of us.
Yeah.
Thank you, friends, for that.
There we are. I'm going back to my popcorn now.
You're going back to your popcorn. Now then, while you think about popcorn, we're going to slide away all the way back to 1956. Now, it just so happens that on my first day at school was in 1956, because I started to go into school when I was only 4 and a half, and I was 4 and a half in 1956.
Yeah.
So this little bit of film takes us all the way back to 1956. I'm sure this will ring some bells with you.
Okay.
Okay. Wasn't that nice?
Oh,
Yeah, I loved music and movement at school as well.
come here.
You know, we've been
Pop-
eating popcorn in the break, in the intermission. We were on the popcorn. You shouldn't eat popcorn and try and sing at the same
No.
time, should you? Not really. But yeah, that was really lovely,
it was
wasn't
so sweet. Look at the Ministry of Silly Walks there. Did you see it? With
I
the
reckon
big-
John Cleese must have watched one of those films. That's where he got the idea, wasn't it, for the Monty
Yeah, but
Python?
there's some chat about music and movement. I absolutely adored music and movement. It was my favourite thing at school.
Was it?
Oh yeah, I loved it. We
I
were
loved it
talking about it the other day.
Yeah, I loved it when they used to ask you to be a tree. You have to be a tree. And all the kids standing there on one leg trying to be trees.
I've experienced it from the other end as well.
Have you?
Actually,
As a teacher?
being the teacher, playing the piano and asking the children to do things. So the little ones really, really get into it. I think they get to an age where they get a bit self-conscious, but it was lovely. So that's the Yorkshire Film Archive.
One leg, baby.
I wish I could do even half of that now. Yeah.
Funny you should say that, Sandy, because actually I've sent away for an exercise book for the over 60s, haven't I? I have.
So this
To
time
begin-
next week
cause-
you'll be the body beautiful.
No, because I realised the other day, this is, I know some of you will feel this. The other day I bent down to get something off the floor, and I needed to rest on at least 3 objects to get myself back up into a standing position. And if not, I could have ended up on hands and knees for the next 3 hours, wouldn't I, going around the living room in circles?
You always used to love getting on the floor.
I did.
Putting your glasses on top of your head and getting underneath an object to fix it.
That's right. Now,
Not
of course,
anymore.
with the varifocals, trying to fix anything small and above me is impossible. There we are. Anyway, don't
Shall we
take
have
that
another
away.
song?
Don't take that away.
I forgot to move
because
my music.
We've got another song coming up. Now, this song, we've always wanted to have a go at this one.
Yeah, we
This
have.
one is called The Leaving of Liverpool.
Yeah.
So we're going to try that one. And I've got a little button to press when it comes to the chorus. I haven't put all the words up, but when the chorus comes, you'll be able to...
You know, we forgot to mention that
Did we?
Yeah, the pictures to the first song that we were singing were sent from Ruth.
Oh, yes. Those mirror images.
Yeah.
They weren't an awful lot to do with sailing, but they did involve water and nice pictures. So
We've been very watery this week.
yeah, we used a bit of artistic license there for that one.
Right
Okay,
then,
so
here we go.
yeah, so this yeah, okay.
Are you
Off we
ready?
go, yeah.
Oh, we wanted to do that for a while. I think it's such a nice
yeah,
song.
it is a nice one, isn't it?
Although the words in there, the bit that you fluffed.
Yeah, go on.
They're the good bit, aren't they?
They are the good bit, yeah.
About Davy Crockett.
They're Davy Crockett, yeah, because we were finding a bit about Davy Crockett, and I've got a picture of the Davy Crockett, which was the clipper that was referred to in that song, and that was a poster advertising the Davy Crockett as a great line to go from San Francisco all the way to Liverpool. But anyway, the story about the Davy Crockett was, the man in the song, Burgess, Captain Burgess is his name, and they say she's a floating hell. Well, Burgess was an extremely difficult taskmaster, and people did say it was a hell serving with him on a ship. And there are more words to that song. There's quite a lot of verses. We only did a short version, but there are about 10 verses altogether. Anyway, apparently on one of the voyages, there was a mutiny amongst the crew just after they left San Francisco, because they were unhappy about Mr. Burgess, who I think wanted to hang him and flog him every 5 minutes. And he was the phrase, lost at sea somewhere near Cape Horn. Ooh. I reckon they just threw him overboard.
They'd had enough of him.
They'd had enough of him. So there we are. So if you're a captain of a ship and you're not
popular,
behaving well, things can happen. You can be deposed, can't you? You're King of the Wild Frontier. I don't know I honestly don't know what the Davy Crockett King of the Wild Frontier's got to do with that particular poster, but anyway, there must have been a thing there. Yeah, I do. And Davy Crockett hats were all the rage.
Oh yeah, oh I like them.
With a little bit of
raccoon tail hanging down.
They were, weren't they? Yeah, they were. Anyway, so there we are. So that was quite nice to do that for a while.
Oh
anyway.
yeah.
So I hope turning the piano down helped a little bit with that one.
Yeah.
Were you playing quietly, deliberately then?
There's not much I can do about it.
Not really, no.
I don't generally have a heavy touch, but there you go. No. Maybe it's the tea, or maybe it's the popcorn.
It might be the popcorn, yeah. Anyway, you've got the right teeth in now. Anyway, so that's nearly it for now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of fun though.
Although January apparently is #WalkYourDog month.
It is.
So you better watch this.
Now this is a happy dog.
Oh, what a happy dog.
Sweetie dog.
It's fair bouncing down that street, isn't he?
That's a dog with a spring in its step, isn't it?
Definitely.
It was a bit like doggy dressage, that, wasn't it, I thought? Takes a lot of training to do that.
Well, we do need a bit of spring, don't we?
Shelley, we know you're there.
Oh, hi, Shelley.
Better late than never. You'll have to watch us on the repeat.
You've missed the popcorn, Shelley.
Yeah.
You can have some now.
I'll have a bit more. Now, while I'm doing that, we're going to say, just got a little ticker tape going underneath there, just saying thank you for this week's contributions.
Yeah. From lots of people. And if you've got some stories about long-standing friendships, or friendships that you had when you were a child, we'd love to hear about them. I'm sure we can give you a couple of hours, but we'd love to hear about yours.
Yeah, keep them coming. Anyway, okay.
Right, we're going off to eat the popcorn
So
now.
we'll see you next week. Have a good week and stay safe.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.